Hi, so my name is Nicholas Burch. This is my I Can Do This Proof of Ability PowerPoint. I just created a small, short PowerPoint presentation on an overview of my life, how I ended up at Cincinnati, how I picked my major, some things I've done in my life. Um, and it's just to show that I have the face cam. I can do the PowerPoint just to show is everything that you wanted as far as that. So I guess let's get started. Alright, so like I said, my name is Nicholas Burch. I go by Nick. Everybody calls me Nick. A lot of my friends call me by my last name, Burch. Um, and then, so my early life, I grew up in a small town in a suburb outside of Cleveland, Ohio, probably 15 minutes away from Cleveland, called Olmsted Falls. It's a very small town, a very community-oriented town. Um, there's not a lot to do in my town. There's a bunch of bit larger cities with things like rec centers and malls outside of my city. But pretty much what Olmsted Falls is known for is our schools and our family. So most our city is being populated very fast. Our school district is a very good school district as far as academics. So a lot of families move here just to have their kids go to public school. So I did end up going to a public school named Olmsted Falls, the city school district. And these are some pictures of me. Picture on the left here is me at Olmsted Falls event when you're younger. Pretty much everybody goes to it. It's called Safety Town, and it's just learning things like don't cross the street. If nobody's like when I'm really young, don't cross the street without looking twice, and things like that. And the picture on the right here is a picture of me and my little sister. I was probably 4. My sister was probably maybe 1 at that time. These are just more pictures of me when I was younger. So as you can tell, obviously I played baseball and football. I ended up, as you see later in the slide, carrying that all the way on through high school. And so this is my family. I have a very large family, as my parents were divorced and remarried. Well, one of them was divorced and remarried, and one of them was divorced, remarried, and then divorced again. So I ended up with a very large family. I'm still in contact with everybody. In this top left picture, I have my stepmom Karen and my dad. And this middle picture, I have my little sister Lauren, and I have my mom. And then this top right picture, obviously that's me. This is my brother-in-law. I don't know, my brother-in-law of my stepsister. I don't know what that makes him. We consider each other sisters and siblings either way, so it's not a big deal. But I don't know the proper term for that. This is my sister Lauren again, and then I said this is my stepsister, and this is my niece. And then I have a whole slide on adventures. When I was younger, my parents loved to go on road trips, so we'd rent a large SUV and we drive cross country. We did 2 of them back to back, one summer, and then the next summer we did another one. So we started in Cleveland obviously, and we drove all the way from Cleveland to Vegas and back, stopping on different places on the way. So these are some highlights from that. So obviously in the top right, it's me and some family in front of the Las Vegas sign. My mom actually ended up getting remarried in Las Vegas, so they got married at the top of the Stratosphere, which is really cool. This bottom right picture is me and my little sister in front of the Grand Canyon. I'd love to go back there. It's a really beautiful place. The middle left picture is a picture of us in front of the Hoover Dam. It's kind of hard to tell that's the Hoover Dam. Couldn't find any really good pictures of that. And then this far left picture is us at the St. Louis Arch. We actually got to go up inside the arch, and you can see the entirety of St. Louis from up there, so that was very cool. And then, like I said earlier, sports are a very major part of my life. And as you can see, I played baseball and football all throughout high school. All these pictures are from my senior seasons. And so, also, part of the reason I chose my major, you can see in all these pictures of me playing football, I'm wearing a knee brace. I ended up tearing my ACL twice, once in 2016 and once in 2017. And I went through 2 full years of rehabilitation, and I ended up not enjoying rehabilitating my knee, but understanding and enjoying kind of the process of how the body works, and how much of a grind it is to go ahead and learn how you're practically learning how to walk with your right leg or with your leg again. So that's why my major is pre-physical therapy. I had a lot of physical therapists, or 4 or 5 in total, and a lot of them were really cool, really nice people. And kind of inspired me to go ahead and choose that major for myself. And then graduation, I graduated from Munster Falls High School in 2019. I am currently a sophomore here at University of Cincinnati. These are just a few pictures, highlights from the graduation. The ceremony was held at Cleveland State University, I don't know, at the Wolfstein Center, I think it is. Not if you've been there, it's a nice venue. But that's it. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening to my proof of ability presentation.